So you want to be big in pictures, huh? You think you'd finally be a hit with the same dolls that wouldn't give you the time of day 2 years back when you were just a forlorn, freckle-faced farm boy begging for background work over at the Golson Gower. I get it. I was the same way once. You can see it in your mind's eye, clear as a Klieg light. You'd sell your soul for it to tool around in your very own Duesenberg, your toothy white smile as wide as the boulevard above which you sport a pencil-thin mustache, groomed to linear perfection just like Gilbert and Gable. And then late one night, tricked out in a tailored tux, dealing daiquiris at a secret soiree on Sunset, fate finally finds you when that pink-eyed publicity president at Paramount corners you in a closet and tells you to take one for the team, that if you play ball, there might be something in it for you. And miracle of miracles, the next day Schulberg throws you a bone. And when Wellman's World War flying pick breaks bank at the box office, they plaster your mug on billboards. They name a porterhouse after you at Musso's. Your footprints get sealed in cement at Grauman's. And across the street you get your very own honeymoon hideaway, courtesy of that pink-eyed publicity president at Paramount. Yep, your life is but a dream, so row your boat, pal, swiftly down the stream, because the reporters swarm around you like locusts and pry into your business. Every week or so they start a rumor that you split with your wife, and if you're single, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't, and if a dame ditches you, they print that too, and then the big city syndicators pick it up in the lies, and innuendos spread like that dust from the desert. But you say, what do I care? Right? I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm eyeballs deep in dames and making twice as much dough as the president. Yeah, and then what? Before the ink is dry on your first contract for Metro, you make a payment down on a Rolls Royce, and every Friday evening, like clockwork, you park your carcass in your very own corner booth at the Derby just so a lot of yaps can stare at you, after which you migrate over to Madame Lee's cat house on Cahuenga for a little après din dessert, if you get my drift. And that gets you on the sucker list of all the rogues and racketeers in town. And before you know it, you're paying too much for everything, because everybody jacks their prices when they see a movie mug from Metro. So you hightail it out to your brand new beachside compound out at the Colony in Malibu, with one stable for starlets and the other for a pair of prize polo ponies. And that's where you get to thinking that you're too important to have your name in the telephone book, so you take it out. And then your old friends, your poker pals from the rooming house days, they can't find you. And before you know it, you're dying of loneliness, so you pick up an English accent and parade that pair of prize polo ponies every Sunday afternoon up at Will Rogers, just to hide the sorry fact that you were born in Johnson Gap, Arkansas. And when your very own Bafo budget synchronous sound, sword and sorcerer, swashbuckling Sinbad the Sailor sequel sinks like a stone in the Salton Sea, the gossips that used to love you smell blood in the water. Those sharks, they tear you to pieces. They say, you're really a hick. that you can't read or write, that your wife is cheating on you, that you're having an affair with the wily working girl from Wichita, that you're a hophead or a red or worse, a pansy. They'll say you earn 17 grand a week, but your folks are living on the dole inside the Johnson Gap poorhouse and you won't help them. So you get scared, become a recluse, and what with the cigarettes and the booze and the pills and the powder, gravity gradually gets its grip into your $1 million mug. That pencil-thin mustache grows gray. You get soft when it counts and your gut distends. Just when you hit the big 4-0, the big C gets its hooks into you. And next thing you know, you're at the checkout stand inside the Celebrity Sunset Suite at St. John's, where, despite the doc's due diligence, you wither and die a delicious, delirious death. And with your last breath, God, in irony infinite, gifts you your final freeze frame fade out. A bleary-eyed, bitch blonde nurse with Titanic tits that you'll never touch. And just like for Valentino and Harlow, they line up the limos and throw you one of those Hollywood Forever funerals so all the Metro movie mugs can get a lot of free publicity grieving at the gravesite. And just as that last spade of sand covers the casket, the district attorney horns in on some headlines and starts a rumor that late one night over at Madam Lee's cat house on Cahuenga, you were KO'd on the QT by some jealous rube from Reno who was gaga over that same wily working girl from Wichita. At the inquest, the coroner claims that all the while you had some despicable disease, very likely venereal. Where you got it, nobody knows. But I'm laying odds it wasn't that wily working girl from Wichita. Was your wife. So much for that formerly forlorn, freckle-faced farm boy from Johnson Gap, Arkansas. I thank my stars I'm just an out-of-luck, out-of-work ham-bone. What those in the trade kindly call a character actor, but what I call an actor with character.